Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, the Grand Highlander 2024 gas model Highlander just hit 30,000 miles. So we are going to do the transmission fluid drain and fill, and we're going to use Toyota WS fluid. And let's go show you what that looks like. Let's go see how to do that on this car. Let's go take a look.
Okay, so in order to get access to do this job, you need to remove this whole panel, which covers the engine access where we need to get to for the transfer case or for the transmission drain. And it looks like it's a combination of some bolts and some push pins like this that we'll have to take off. So let's see how many we got to take to get this off. By the wheel here, by the driver's side wheel, there's this panel. We'll have to take these bolts out and remove this panel to access the fill point. All right, so here's our transmission, and you can see the panels off. This right here is going to be our drain bolt, and inside here is going to be a standpipe, a plastic standpipe that's up in there. We'll remove that and drain the entire transmission reservoir to do this process. Okay, so now we've got that panel off, and you can see up in here, let me see if I can point to it. This right here is our fill plug. You can see it right up in there. Right here is a 24 millimeter fill plug. All right, so we crack that loose now. Here's our transmission fluid draining out now. Here's the drain bolt, and it shows not a lot of anything on the magnet, so that's perfect. Looks very clean. Here we've got our 6 millimeter. We're going to stick this up in there and then unscrew the standpipe and pull that out, and you'll have a lot more fluid drain out. So not even maybe a quart drained out from the pan so far. So this is now in, and this is only finger tight here. Now you want to make sure you don't lose this, because if it comes out, it's going to be a mess. And there you got it. So that's a lot messier now. Just gotta be careful. And here's that standpipe that I was talking about. That's what's going to help you set the level when we do the level check. It fills up to that point when it's running, and that'll be the indicator of that's how you know it's to the right level. We're going to let that drain out completely. Okay, so when you do a Toyota, any kind of transfer case or differential or transmission, you're going to see these different crush washers. So this is like a copper one. It's got a copper tone to it. Then you've got this, which is like a crush washer. I think it's steel. And then you've got this thing here, which is aluminum. It's all just one solid piece. So the washer that came off is actually this type here. It's the solid piece. So it's going to be this type here is for the drain plug on the Grand Highlander. And you can do, you can order these off of Amazon in packs for like differential service crush washers. Pretty simple, cheap, for like 12 for 24 of them. Now what we're going to do is, since this is now fully drained, we're going to reinstall this standpipe up into here. And this is really slippery to do. Just take your time, finger tight only. There's no reason to torque this down or do anything to it, okay? Just want to get it up there nice and snug. And that is it. Okay, so now that's up in there. That's our level check, okay? And we're going to put this on now and tighten this plug back on there. Okay, so now we've got this. And we're just going to snug this by hand, not pressure anything, just by hand. Okay. Now that's going to keep it as we refill. Now we're going to refill from the top using a gravity line and a funnel. We'll fill it and it'll be good to go to do the level check. Okay, so now from here, what I'm doing is I'm using a funnel, and you can see right here, I'm using this funnel, and I just fed it down through the wheel well to the fill plug and put it in, and you can do that very simply, easily, to fill your transmission this way. So just slowly pour it down in. This keeps you from having to use a pump and pour anything in. So we're going to go through the fill plug, fill hole, and about 3 quarts came out of the transmission when I drained it. So I'm going to put 3.5 to 4 quarts in, so then I can do the level check correctly and let the excess drain out. What you don't want to do is underfill it, and then when you underfill, then you have to go and open it up again and do this all over again. So it's way better to overfill than to underfill before you do the level check. All right, so this here is what I use. I feed this down, this hose tubing down into the fill hole, and then fill from the top of the engine bay for the transmission. This hose here, it's about maybe 14 inches long or so. It works for both my Tundra and for the Grand Highlander. All right, guys, so I put 4 quarts into the transmission, and it didn't leak anything out, so it's in there. I put the fill plug back in, tightened, just hand tight and a little snug, and the check drain plug is back in. The standpipe was put back in, the drain plug was put back in, and hand tightened snug so that it won't leak. Now we're going to do the temperature check mode, get the vehicle up to right temperature, and then we'll check the fluid once we're at that right temperature. We'll show you that. Okay, so we're back now in the vehicle, and we're going to start it up, and within 60 seconds do this procedure, shifting from park down to drive, back to park, and then we're going to go down to drive, neutral, drive, neutral, drive, neutral, until the vehicle goes in to its temperature check mode, which will be indicated by the D for drive either being on or off when we're back in park. So we'll show you that, and it's posted here as well. You can see the procedure for the shift pattern, what we're going to do. All right, so you saw the D went off. Now the D's on, and the D's flashing. So when the D's flashing, it's too hot, so we need to let the temperature cool off.
All right, guys, so we just wrapped up the transmission fluid, and big takeaways from this job. It's not that hard. It's pretty simple and straightforward. The toughest part, I think, is the temperature check, and especially on this Grand Highlander. The temperature seemed to rise pretty quick on the transmission. I had driven the truck or the car around the block a few times just to warm things up, and that made it pretty hot and it stayed hot. So when I went to go into temperature check mode, the D on the dash was flashing, meaning that the temperature was too high, too hot. So I had to let the car cool off, and that cost me about an hour of just sitting waiting for the car to cool down before I could do the actual correct temperature check. So watch out for that. I think on a colder day, it would have worked a lot better because it would cool down a lot faster. It was a hot day when I was doing this. So if you're going to do this job, definitely do it in a cool spot or wait for a cooler day to do it. So if you have to cool down the car, it's pretty quick instead of waiting for a long period of time. All right, so here you can see the fluid that came out versus the fluid that went in. So new fluid on the left in the red. You can see what that looks like. And at 30,000 miles, this is what on the right is the fluid, the transmission fluid that drained out of my transmission in the Grand Highlander. So you can see it's definitely worth doing this service on this car every 30,000 miles, doing a drain and fill. You're going to switch out about those 3 quarts of fluid and keep it refreshed. It's probably, I think, around 8 quarts total in the vehicle. So every 30,000 miles, refreshing 3 quarts is going to keep it much healthier than if you let it run and continue to degrade like you see here in the fluid that came out. We'll take a closer look. Here's the new, and here's the old. So it's quite a difference that you can see here. The new and the old. So good reference to see what it actually looks like when they're draining out. The amount of fluid that came out was about 3 quarts. So I put in 4 quarts. That was too much. A lot drained out after I opened it up to do the temperature check on it. But you probably need to put in about 3.5 quarts of fluid. But watch what drains out and put in a half a quart more than what drains out when you do the job. So hope this helps you. Until next time, we'll do some more work on this Grand Highlander as we have regular maintenance items that come up. We'll do things like the serpentine bell, spark plugs, things like that. So we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.